Maghull Novices chase. 1 is Ashley Brook, Paddy Brennan. 2 Contraband, Timmy Murphy. 3 Dempsey, Andrew Tinkler. 4 Pennies from Heaven, Mr. Geoffrey Barfoot Saunt. Number 5 is River City, Tom Doyle. 6 Sancerre, Mick Fitzgerald. 7 War of Attrition, Conor O'Dwyer. You remember he went to Cheltenham with a big reputation. Might re-establish it here. 8 is Made in Japan, Richard Johnson. 9 Mambo de Mott, Alan O'Keefe. Take out 10 My Will, non-runner, and 11 Park Nasilla, Alan Dempsey. So they are the 10 runners.
To this market is the weakness for Contraband. 3-1 out to 4-1. Ashley Brook is our 3-1 favourite. Good support for the Irish horse War of Attrition, having a great meeting so far, and that's reflected in this market. An outsider who's attracting interest is Dempsey, 25-1 into 20-1, and that's perhaps the most interesting one outside this War of Attrition. But the weakness to Contraband and the strength for War of Attrition at the top of the market, we've now joint favourites at 3-1. Ashley Brook and War of Attrition.
Miles the trip here, jumping 12, and Ashley Brook sets off in the lead here, going a pretty good bat too, comes to the first, ridden right into it and judged it well. Lands over it by 6 lengths to Dempsey. 2 or 3 away then on settling down as Made in Japan, and a gap then of 4 or 5 lengths to Mambo de Mott, who's back in the field. War of Attrition held up in behind them on the inside of Contraband, and this lead is going like the wind. So they head into the straight now towards the second. All got in too close to that, but got away with it. Ashley Brook landed over in the lead here by 6 lengths or so to Dempsey. 3 away then in third is Made in Japan, about 4 or 5 lengths then to Mambo de Mott. So come to the open ditch, and he gave that plenty of air, the leader. Back in the field, Contraband, who wasn't fluent, hit that one very hard, followed then by War of Attrition, and then River City, who's well out the back early. So too is Pennies from Heaven, as they come up the straight, and Park Nasilla's back there as well. Coming up to the 4th, and that was a much better jump there by Ashley Brook. Really going to try and make this a test. Jockeys were reporting after the first, they felt the mild-made course, or the hurdles course, was good to soft and maybe getting softer on this chase course, so we'll see if it's just the same. They head out of the straight, and it's Ashley Brook. Made the turn a little awkwardly, leads by 6 lengths to Dempsey. 3 away in third is Made in Japan. 4 lengths further back Sancerre, followed then by War of Attrition and Mambo de Mott travelling on the inside of River City. They're followed then by Contraband, the Arkle winner, who's third last at this stage from Park Nasilla, and Pennies from Heaven at the 5th. And he just got in a fraction close, and he's just losing momentum, the leader. In fact, it's Dempsey who's now gone up on the outside to take a narrow lead from Ashley Brook, who's coming back on the inside. They're 6 or 7 lengths now to Made in Japan, and Ashley Brook hit that one very hard. Lucky to get away with it. Pressure's really being applied now by Dempsey. They're 6 lengths in advance now as they come to the second ditch from Made in Japan, and further back Sancerre, River City, War of Attrition, Mambo de Mott. 6 lengths to Contraband, is doing nothing. He's that early blunder has really taken the sting out of him as they go to the last one down the back, and well out the back is Park Nasilla and Pennies from Heaven. So the leader as they leave the back is Ashley Brook by 2 lengths to Dempsey, who's really been serving it up, but Ashley Brook has been answering the challenge as they swing that corner. 6 lengths to River City, running on fairly well from War of Attrition, who's out wide and starting to make some ground from Made in Japan. 4 out, and it's Ashley Brook who's sailed over it. Lands over at 4 lengths clear of Dempsey. They're about 5 or 6 lengths to War of Attrition as they come up towards the entrance to the home straight. Then River City, Made in Japan, a long gap, Sancerre, then Mambo de Mott. Forget the rest, including Contraband, who's almost a furlong behind the leader. Coming to 3 out, Ashley Brook draws towards it now, jumps it well, lands over at 6 in front from Dempsey in second. War of Attrition, he starts to get the work now on that one. They're clear then of River City and Made in Japan. Last ditch, 2 out, Ashley Brook by 3 lengths, draws towards it, jumps it well. War of Attrition, he's digging deep, but he's not making an impression on the leader at the moment from Dempsey. A long gap, River City, 1 left to jump. Ashley Brook has been game in front. Ashley Brook by about 6 lengths here for Paddy Brennan. as they draw towards the last. War of Attrition's run has ended. They come to the last now. Astley Brook sails over it, and this has been a well-deserved and very courageous win. He's done it the hard way, Astley Brook, out in front, gave them a real test, and has come home on top. Astley Brook goes on to win it by 12 lengths. Second, War of Attrition, every chance. Then in third was Dempsey, followed by Made in Japan, and behind them River City. Partner Siller actually just got ahead of River City there as they crossed the line. Contraband behind them. Then Mambo de Mott's Sancerre was pulled up, 3-1 the winner, and last was Pennies from Heaven.
Ashley Brook 3-1, and that was the second favourite, with War of Attrition 11-4 favourite for his second, and Dempsey 20-1.